What is good, guys? It is Reed and Happy New Year. It's January 1st, 2022. Just gotta take a second to take that in. It's crazy how fast this last year and couple of years has went by, I'm sure, for everyone with everything going on. But 2022 was a big year for me for a lot of different reasons, but let's focus on, the magic side of things. A lot of great things happened. I made a ton of great connections, came up with a bunch of new material, which is always great to look back because there's a daunting feeling when you're creative in magic that I find comes around the new year, that every new year you feel like, what am I going to create this year? I've maxed out all of my creativity. There's nothing else that I can go forward with. But there's always plenty that you come up with, and you always surprise yourself when you actually reflect. So reflecting on all the amazing things I've created this year, a lot of, unfortunately, haven't even had the time to share with you guys yet. And of course, my biggest accomplishment is growing this YouTube channel and continuing to put out the great content and the videos for you guys. So I just want to, say a big thank you to each and every person who subscribed and even just viewed a video, liked a video, commented anything. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much. It really means the world to me. And I've been doing this all by myself. I started from nothing. YouTube was my first platform that I tried to grow. I didn't have a name in magic. I didn't have a popular Instagram, nothing. And so continuing to be able to fuel this account is awesome. I'm not one, I don't really care about the numbers. I know everyone says that now, so it's like a cliche, but really it's just about the content. YouTube for me is something that I can share with others. And I have creativity that needs to be unleashed somewhere, and so this is a good spot for that. So once again, a big thank you. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a great holiday. And I wanted to give you in this video some updates, what the future looks like, and a little bit of a recap of 2021. A few quick top 5 lists that I thought would be kind of fun to do. And then I'll wrap up, give you guys some of the goals for the future and this upcoming year. So let's start out with a couple of top 5 lists that I thought would be fun to share. So my top 5 favorite magic YouTube channels of 2021, in no particular order. Abraxas. If you guys don't know Nathan Lindley over at Abraxas, he is a mentalist, I believe from the UK, and I recently found his channel. It's only been a couple of months, and he puts out some really awesome content. It's all mentalism based, but as you guys know, I'm a big mentalism fan, and that's a little bit of a hint at part of the future for this channel will be a lot more mentalism material. But he's got a great channel where he does do some tutorials, but he talks a lot about theory and different ideas in mentalism, and I find myself agreeing with a whole lot of stuff that he says, and his videos are just fairly entertaining. I try to always watch pretty much every magic video that I can, even if I know everything about the trick or how it works, because I always find you can find a gem in there somewhere, and I don't like to miss anything. So his videos are a lot of fun, so I will link all the channels below. But Abraxas, make sure you go check that out. He just recently hit 1,000 subs. Big congrats to him, because I know how big of a milestone that is. Another one of my absolute favorite magic channels from this year was Craig Petty over at Magic TV. This guy puts out like 26 videos a week or something like that, a couple videos every day, and it's awesome, really awesome. I've gotten so much inspiration in different card magic plots and stuff that I've been able to either take away from his channel or go learn, or just the plot that I took and created something of my own with. So a lot of inspiration from him, but my favorite things from him are his more theoretical videos, whether he's breaking down his performance, talking about top 5 this or that in magic. I love his 3 best routines with an invisible deck, or 3 best triumph routines you've probably never seen before. Those videos are really, really awesome because I can watch those, and if I like one of them, I can go learn it. And it's really awesome to get some new material because, quite frankly, he's right. I pretty much have never seen any of the routines that he shows, and some of them are really, really killer. Another channel that I really loved this year was The Common Magician, someone I've been following for a while, Carl Irwin. He doesn't post a ton, but he posts long, very in-depth videos, kind of my style, and he a very creative thinker. Some of his ideas and concepts are really neat. I love his stack that he has, where it's like a new deck order type stack, where you can do this awesome effect where you tell the spectators that the cards are in new deck order, and then they name a card and you count down to where that card would be found in new deck order. So you go ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of hearts, of diamonds, whatever, until you get, let's say they said 4 of spades, and you go ace, 2, 3 of 4 of spades. You pull it out, flip it over, and obviously it's the 4 of spades because the deck's in new deck order. But then you flip the whole deck over and it's a completely shuffled deck. So that's just mind-blowing, and I absolutely love that. And his videos are really awesome, so I'd highly recommend you guys go subscribe to his channel, and of course every other channel that I'm going to be mentioning here if you haven't already. Of course, my brother, my good friend Sean DeVine, who I do the sleight off with, Sean's channel has really amazed me this year. He's grown like crazy. He started his channel, I believe, at the top of the year, and has hit just a bit over 4,000 subs in a year, which is nuts, considering, you know, I know what it was like my first year, and that is just absolutely amazing. But it's just shows you the incredible content that he puts out, because it's completely fueled off that. You know, people love his style of teaching and the stuff he puts out. You know, every single video he's teaching me something. This guy is just an endless pit of knowledge, way more knowledgeable than me on all these things. You know, these days I tend to find myself in the creative window, and I don't do as much learning as I maybe would like to or should. But Sean absolutely knows everything there is to know about card magic, and puts out really great stuff. His videography is great, and the content is just really awesome. Always teaching me something new, so I always make sure to check out all of his videos. Finally, number 5, someone who has kind of, I would say, revived their channel in the last couple of months. That would be Lloyd Barnes. Was always a fan of Lloyd, but this last couple of months really became much more of a fan with his release of a wonderful app that I will be talking about in a second. He wasn't posting very often, but now he's doing something really neat. He's posting tutorial Tuesdays, theory Thursdays, and Sunday sessions. So he's posting 3 videos a week, and so far they have been ridiculously awesome. Learned something from every video, great ideas. He's another creative, super creative mind, and so everything he puts out is going to be something you've never seen anything like before. And you know, he does some really cool gimmick stuff and sleight of hand stuff, and Lloyd's just really awesome, so make sure you go check out Lloyd's channel as well. Now let's jump into my top 5 favorite videos of mine from this year. And on the back of this, if you guys could comment down below what your favorite video of the year was, that would be awesome. I'd love to know. So a couple of my favorite videos, again, no particular order, and I tried to go by category of, you know, my types of videos. So some of my favorite tutorials, my favorite trick tutorial I think would have to go to Double Determination. If you haven't seen that, check it out wherever that goes. It is a mentalism card trick that uses a bit of equivoque, and I've layered it in a really clever way. And it is, well, not a bit of equivoque, a lot of equivoque, but it's layered really nicely, and the reactions you get are absolutely incredible, as you can see from the performance. Really awesome. One of my favorite tricks I've taught, and I just love that video. Also, my drop switch tutorial, probably one of my favorite sleight of hand videos I made. I love how it turned out. I love the drop switch, something I created and something that is super versatile and super important, I think, for a lot of people, and so clean. And it was cool to see, you know, Daniel Madison put up a bunch of drop switch type ideas right after, or right around the same time I posted that video, to show, you know, we were on the same wavelength there, which is really quite cool. My favorite street magic video or performance video would be the I guessed her phone pin code video, which had some of my absolute favorite reactions. It was in my hometown, downtown Ottawa, and I got some insane reactions from a couple of different groups, performed some awesome effects, and really love that video. My favorite sleight off video would probably be the season 2 episode 1 sleight off, the Triumph edition. That was probably my favorite effect I created in the sleight off, the color changing Triumph. Just played super awesome. I loved the look of it. The sleights were a lot of fun. Sean's video was great, and I just thought it was awesome. So episode 3 of season 2 is pretty much done, should be on the way soon, so be prepared for that. And then my favorite, honestly, this might be my favorite video of all. This might be the #1, and it's definitely my favorite series. I had the most fun making it, most creativity went into it. They're a lot of work, and that's why I don't put them out very often, but when I do, you know, I love to make them. That's the behind the screens series. Now if you guys haven't seen that, that's basically where I do very creative tricks on Omegle, the virtual, you know, website there, and I film it from a behind the screen angle. So after you see the effect, then I immediately show you how it's done, and usually the methods are pretty funny and very creative, so you get to see exactly how I did every single effect, and those were a ton of fun. So the first one, the original, the OG behind the screens episode 1 was awesome. So funny, so many comedic moments went into that. The tricks are hilarious, and it probably has my favorite trick of all, which is the horror trick at the end, where that spectator was just absolutely convinced that I had a demon in my house, which was absolutely hilarious. So funny. Really, really great video, so make sure you check that out. Now, my top 5 effects of this year. So these aren't effects that came out this year. These aren't anything more than the effects that I enjoyed performing the most, or got the most mileage out of, or had the most fun with, or I thought were some of the most creative or the best, or stuff that I just started performing this year. There's no real rhyme or reason besides they were just my favorites to perform this year. So, one that I had already previously mentioned in this video is an app by Lloyd Barnes called Cognito. If you guys do not have Cognito, it is ridiculously underpriced. Make sure you go buy it. You can do incredible feats of mind reading. I have recently released one of the presets that I created on Cognito. If you get the app and join the Facebook group, you can go check that out. It's getting really, really awesome feedback, and so it's absolutely incredible, the feats of mind reading you can do. It's basically limitless. You can do absolutely anything you want with Cognito. Wonderful app. I've had so much fun with it, and I have so many more ideas that I'm gonna be able to create using this app. A couple of card effects that were my favorite this year, something I call the Open Call Triumph. It's my take on Triumph. It basically combines Danny D'Ortiz's Open Triumph and Kjosta Kimlat's Caligula Triumph. So the Open Call Triumph is what I've dubbed it for now. And it combines some of my favorite elements of each of those. It's the one you guys see me performing fairly often, and I just love Triumph. You know, one of the best, if not the best, impromptu card trick with no gimmicks, no extra cards, nothing that you can do. On that same note, Kjosta Kimlat's unshuffling the colors, something I've done probably more in the second half of this year, but I absolutely love it. It kills every time. Probably the second best, if not the best, trick you can do with a completely regular shuffled deck of cards. Nothing funny going on. And then Reswindled. I got a ton of mileage out of Reswindled this year. I've taught that trick, so go check it out. It's an awesome gambling demonstration, gets great reactions, quite sleight of hand intensive, but it's not too difficult. It just is a lot of sleight of hand, and really, really awesome effect. So go check out that tutorial. Go check out the original video by Caleb Wiles. Wonderful effect. And then the Midas Touch by Peter Turner, which is something you guys will be seeing a performance of in a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of days, when I drop part 2 from that party gig that I did. It is a PK Touches effect that is absolutely mind-blowing. I've learned it, you know, a while ago, but I haven't performed it a ton until more recently, and it's just been absolutely killer. I've been, you know, improving my performance with it, and I absolutely love it. I've been doing a lot of mentalism, you know, this year, and I have a ton of other original effects that you guys don't even know about. Some killer mentalism, mind reading, card effects, and just pure mentalism, propless mentalism, pure card effects. I have so much awesome material that I just create daily that I want to share with you guys. So that'll all be coming for 2022. So this is a good segue into the future of this channel, future content. So let me pull up my list here of sort of what I envision the future being of this channel. Tutorials are still going to be the backbone, I would say. I love to teach, and I have a ton of creative ideas. One thing I want to try to do is use this channel as sort of a log of all my ideas, because I have so many ideas and my notes are so full with ideas that I think I need to start logging them somewhere else, and I think the video format would be great. So I don't know if it's going to be a format of video where I just shove a couple of ideas into one video that are half-baked, or if I just wait and then upload full-fleshed ideas. But regardless, I want to be teaching a lot of my original material. I feel like I need to post more trick tutorials. I have a fair amount, but I'd like to keep upping that, because the sleights that I've taught are stuff that I use and do and love, and besides those, I don't really feel like I want to teach too many other sleights, even if I can do them, or whatever, but if I don't use them much, I'm not an expert enough in those sleights to be able to teach them on here to you guys. So I would feel, I'd feel a way about maybe doing that. So I'm kind of not running out, but the sleights that I do, I've taught a good chunk of them up here, the ones that I can teach. So I definitely want to post more trick tutorials, original stuff, and my ideas on other effects. Now that we're getting into winter in Canada, the street magic videos are probably going to slow down for a couple of months. I have one more that is filmed that will be coming out, but otherwise maybe I can get another sort of party style gig video that I'm hoping to, but otherwise I'll be trying to get a lot more virtual stuff on Omegle and with my friends virtually, just to show you how powerful virtual magic can be, and also just to keep getting performance videos out there showcasing new material and all kinds of tricks and stuff that you've seen on this channel and all that kind of stuff. Then of course, how to make your magic better, which is my theory sort of series. I haven't filmed one in a little bit, but I still have several ideas of new ones to talk about. If you guys have any ideas or things you'd like me to talk about, let me know below. Those videos don't tend to do that well. I know people don't like to listen to theory, but they are the most important things. So I definitely don't want to stop those moving forward. So the sleight off. The sleight off is definitely planned to continue into 2022, getting season 2 rolling. Hopefully we get up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'd love to just keep going with Sean. We both really love it, and we'd like to get the production up a little bit more, so they're coming out a little bit faster rather than like one every couple of months. But they are tough to put together. But episode 3 is on the way, like I said. And then behind the screens, they're very tough. I don't have any lined up to be filmed right now, but I would love to try to get at least another one or another 2 in 2022. That would be awesome, a lot of fun. So in terms of new content, I have an awesome mentalism tutorial that's probably coming out in about a week or so. It is absolutely awesome. It is a pure mentalism, no cards. It's going to be a propless effect, but I'm going to show you tons of different ways to do it. It's just totally awesome. It's like an hour-long video. It was actually like an hour and a half, but I had to cut it into 2 parts because it was so long. So the first part will be coming out. It's like an hour long, and it's totally worth it if you guys want to get into mentalism. And off the back of that, I have an idea of doing a mentalism series I'm going to call probably Mentalism 101, and it's going to be how to get into mentalism. We'll go over basic principles, basic ideas, and it's going to be targeted at playing card magicians like myself, where I started, and how you can transition into mentalism, taking the skills you already have and transitioning. And then I'm going to teach you some safe effects you can practice on, and how you can build your confidence, become more bold until you can do propless mentalism or like more pure mentalism effects. And I think that would be a very valuable video, because there isn't a ton of mentalism out on YouTube, tutorial wise, and even just principles and stuff like that. So in this video that's coming out, I do kind of explain the reason for that and why this is going to be difficult to do, but I do want to do it so really up the mentalism content on this channel as well. I also have sort of a magic battle idea, not like the typical let's get a bunch of magicians to battle. I have a pretty funny idea where I get my friends who have no idea anything about magic, and I give them these dollar store magic kits, and they have like a few weeks to learn them and put a little show together that they will perform for us, and we will judge the winner, and the winner will get a prize. And I think it's going to be pretty hilarious. So that is a video I do want to put out too. And yeah, I have some other ideas, but right now I'm still working on fleshing them out. I definitely want to do some live streams, so let me know if you guys would like to see some live streams. I have to figure all that out, and I have no idea where to go from there, but I would definitely love to do it. So let me know if you guys would like to see some live streams, because I think that would be a lot of fun too. So I'd like to sort of wrap up this video now. I'd like you guys to let me know the content you like and what you would like to see from this channel in the future. And if you have any new ideas for new content, please let me know. I also want to talk about a few quick goals that I have with the channel for this year. I'd love to get in a couple of live streams. That's a big thing I'd like to do. I'd like to get a website up where I can, have merch, and potentially some of my more closely kept effects that I planned on teaching or whatnot. I'd like to maybe keep those, and maybe I could have them up on the website there for you guys to look into. But I definitely want to get a website going. And my subscriber goal, I'd like to hit 5,000. I think by the end of this 2022, 5,000 would be an incredible goal. So hopefully we can get that in, because that would be awesome. I don't know, it seems like a far ways away, but I believe we can do it if we keep pushing. And just as a little thank you gift, a little bonus for the new year, I'm gonna be teaching that incredible any card, any number that I performed on Mo, the perfect any card, any number. That tutorial will be coming out very, very soon, so be prepared for that. That is my thank you gift to all of you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So with all that said, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.